Hi, everybody. If there's one thing I've learned from being abroad, it's that the cheesy saying, distance makes the heart grow fonder, is 100% true. The LDU has given me my best friends, an incredible knowledge base, unrivaled role models, and a newfound confidence in myself that I never had before. So, with all this love I have for a team that has transformed my time at university, I think the way I can give back best to it is by being your secretary for the next year. I have a couple of things I would like to talk about in this speech. Firstly, my qualifications. Above all, I pride myself on being incredibly organized. I am the queen of color coding, I have two planners, you get the point. Moreover, I have a record of being in positions that require intensive planning and record keeping skills. During my sophomore year, I became the program director of the Integrated Social Sciences program, which involved helping first year students, organizing one on one group sessions, managing a large budget, and planning numerous events. Last semester, I was the CA of the Huber Debate Tournament and part of the planning committee and helped organize a competition that frankly was amazing. However, I think the most important qualification that I have is my experience and time here on this team. I've been here through thick and thin. There are many times when I spend more time at the debate house than my own apartment. Most of my weekend plans consist of debate tournaments, practices, or research. I already have experience organizing vans, rooms, and leading extra practices. I've had my fair share of international travel and domestic travel, and am well acquainted with all of the organizational hurdles required to make these things go smoothly as possible. In the past 3 years, I feel as if I've gotten a sense of what this team needs in order to function. I've been there when people forgot passports, when flights get canceled last minute, when people are freaking out before a big tournament. I hope to use these individual experiences I've gained over the past several years to help this team as a whole maintain its organization and to solve problems whenever they arise. So, with that being said, I have a few key goals for the next year that I really think will boost our team. First, my number one priority is novice retention and development. It is really important to me to foster community and to really guide new members throughout the season so they can access all of the benefits that I and other senior members of the team have found so worthwhile. So next year, I really want to continue this work in a more formalized manner. I want to offer more novice-specific training sessions that teach the basics of debate and personally hold office hours where people can come with questions, discuss motions, etc. When I was a novice, we essentially had to figure out everything out by ourselves. It was terrifying, overwhelming, and frankly unsustainable. I want to make sure that from the get-go, every novice understands what BP debate is and give them the confidence to go into their first competition without any reservations and ready to do their best. I personally am always down to get coffee and talk about anything, and I hope that in that vein, we can increase bonding activities to really promote the LDU as a welcoming space. This will take the form as official and unofficial events like potlucks, movie nights, outdoor activities, all aimed at bonding and getting to know new faces. I think it's incredibly important to close the gap between experienced and novice debaters. Having older debaters invested in you, believing in you, and helping you adapt to both the university and the demands of the debate world is essential, and I want to spearhead that process on our team. Second, research collection. I think the best way to be prepared for any tournament is to know what's going on in the world. Our matter prep strategy has been a bit messy over the years, and I want to fix that. I've heard way too many times about people being stingy about their matter or not wanting to share it with teammates because it gives them the leg up. That needs to change. We are a team, not a collection of individuals. When one Vermont team wins, we all win. So, I want to formally organize a more accessible team matter binder and hold people more accountable to contributing to it. I'll create a committee to decide what topics each month are the most important, and we'll assign those at Monday night meetings as done in the past. These will be current events, theory, etc. For those of you who don't believe in matter binders or don't think it's important, the work and research that goes into it is invaluable whether or not you actually use it during the tournament. You'll become more knowledgeable, analytical, and overall more prepared, and I think that this is a really great step towards Vermont victory. Finally, judging practices. Judging is important and honestly really hard. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of skill to understand rankings, to determine quality of arguments, and to see the subtle nuances of a debate. Breaking at tournaments as a judge is incredibly important and should be celebrated just as much as breaking as a speaker. With that said, we've not dedicated nearly enough time to training judges. We kind of just throw people out there at random tournaments and we see what happens. I personally want to host judge training sessions where we can address all questions and help people be better able to identify clashes, weaknesses in arguments, and fallacies in rounds. These things are important both as a judge and a speaker. As a worlds-breaking judge and a trainer at WSDA and Speak, I want to use my experiences and my knowledge to help develop people to do this successfully and to break the stigma of judging overall that's prevalent both in our team as well as on the circuit as a whole. Overall, I love this team. It's my second family, my passion, my motivation. I want to give to it just as much as it's given me and help other people find the value I found 3 years ago on my first Monday night meeting. Thank you, and see you really soon.